What?
I think we bent something a little bit.
So we went riding at cross timbers, and over that log I just rode over, bent our shifter shaft. So that's how I fixed mine. Unfortunately, we weren't able to fix Christina's the same way. So I guess the impact caused the weld up there and the weld, obviously the weld down there, to break. The one up top, I guess, is barely hanging on. We bent it back and wasn't sure how strong it would be. Rode a little bit longer, and then it got to where she couldn't shift again, and it just basically had bent back. So I adjusted it at the highest position so she could get it in first gear, and then we just took it in first gear and brought it all the way back. So now we're attempting to repair it. So I've already taken the shift linkage, it's all kind of backwards, but the shift linkage off. I'm trying to decide if I can just clean that up and re-weld it. I noticed the kickstand here from the factory is welded the whole way, but a lot of these other spots they may be welded in just a few spots. Like this chain roller up here has a weld at the top and a weld at the bottom, and it's not welded all the way through. I'm sure there's a reason for that. I know welding weakens the base material, so I don't know if there's some reason for that, but obviously it's broken, so it needs to be re-welded. We probably want to remove the chain, and I'm gonna also remove this rubber chain guide just to kind of clear up this area before I go here and I zap that. I'll probably take this plastic shroud off also. So to take a chain off, the way I do it is you take a screwdriver, stick it in the middle of the master link, twist the screwdriver, push it backwards like that, it snaps out. And I have it in first gear. I gotta pull the clutch to spin it. Okay. So I'll pull the clutch. Chain all around. Okay, there's the chain. Hold those two off. 10 millimeter. Last time I did one of these videos, the music was playing in the background. YouTube picked up that the music was playing in the background and then wouldn't let me post a video because of copyright infringement. So normally I'm out here in my shop working with the music on, but today is boring. I don't get to. There we go. Okay, so that's the chain guide. Toss that over there with the chain. So the last thing is I'm going to pull that off. And this, I remember in my last video, that had stripped out and we replaced it with a standard, I think it's 1/2 inch. I think it was 1/2 inch, maybe it was 7/6, it's probably 7/16. So I got to go get a 7/16. Yep. Well, at least that worked. That fixed. There we go. What I'm going to do actually first is I'm going to make sure that it is in a good spot. The relevant part is when I get it up there, is that in a comfortable position to kick? I think it's a little bit more in. There we go. Because I know in the past it could rub the engine. That looks probably good. So that's the spot. So I'm going to get a wire brush on an angle grinder and just kind of go in there. See if I can scrape some of the paint off and some of that dirt. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get that in there. got it in there. Let me go a little bit lower with it. That works. Let's try that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh, I blew a hole. Filled that hole back in. I'm building up quite a bit. Weld the top here. Let me go next to this weld and go make a fast pass here. Dang it. Slow the wire down to 2. Slow it down to 3. Plug that hole. Plug this other hole. I think that's what it was. I was welding way too hot. The top of this. That was real clean. So now, if I can get in there and weld this middle section, it'll really make it stronger. That helped. Well, now if only I can get it to attach to the big piece. There we go. That did it right there. Oh yeah. Clean that a little bit more right there. Rest of that slag off. Blue spray paint. The nice thing is, when you spray paint crappy welds, they don't look as bad. That's kind of funny.
kind of looks better.